Andy Powers here of Taylor Guitars, and we're going to talk to him a little bit about this fine new guitar that he's designed here. Is this the
This is the 800 series.
Yeah.
Essentially, the 800 series was the first design that Bob Taylor had really come up with as our line of guitars.
Right.
It's always been an East Indian rosewood Sitka spruce guitar. And in looking back at our 40-year anniversary, Bob goes, you know, these are good guitars. They're as good as I possibly could have made them. But I want to hand these over to you because I know that you can make them better guitars. So I went back to the workbench with the idea of these are our goal as guitar players and builders is to make a better musical instrument. We're always trying to refine, to improve. We want to give a better guitar to the guitar players so they can go make their music with it.
So you had this guitar. It's a classic design. It's the first design that Taylor ever made. How did you make it better?
Well, in some ways it's pretty significant because I don't share a one-size-fits-all sort of mindset. I don't like to see, you know, the same thing just applied to lots of different shapes or designs. I see each instrument as an individual. So conceptually, all of these guitars, whether it was a grand auditorium, the 814, the grand symphony, an 816, or an 812, our grand concert, each guitar was rethought based on what I would want to get out of that particular design as a musician. So for me, that meant a completely different bracing pattern for every guitar that was optimized for that guitar. A different finish, different glues to put everything together, different thicknesses of woods, even different strings at times. You know, every attribute of those instruments was re-examined to try and optimize what that guitar could possibly be.
You know, one thing that I liked about it, and because this is what I do a lot of, is loud strumming, and it's a loud guitar. It's a punchy guitar.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I really liked about the 800C.
Yeah, it's real valuable to me to look at the attributes that are kind of universally regarded as good in an instrument. Like a loud guitar, volume is always good to have because I can play it quieter, but I only have what the instrument can give me as my top end headroom. Sustain, the balance, the projection, the carrying power, the boldness in the voice, all of those things, those are all just universally good attributes. So I wanted to maximize those things while allowing the sonority or the timbre, the uniqueness that makes a certain voice that individual. I wanted to leave that because that's what I appreciate in the uniqueness of each guitar.
And did this happen in the bracing? Is the bracing in this guitar how you achieved some of
that's a significant part of it. Each of these guitars has been braced according to itself, not according to the others. They're all braced in each pattern, the shape, the profile of all the parts is unique to each design, as well as the thickness of the top and the back, as well as the placement of all the parts, how they go together. All of those attributes are what each guitar needs as an individual.